Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very sad video. Today is truly an awful day to be a Bloodborne fan. And you might be asking yourself, why is that? Isn't Bloodborne that game that we have been waiting for nearly a century to get a remaster of because Miyazaki looked at how people loved Demon Souls remake more than the original and got jealous and didn't want them to adapt any of his other properties? Yes, that's right. That is the Bloodborne that we are talking about today. And guess what? There's been some Bloodborne news. I know, exciting, right? After all these years? Well, turns out we are getting a brand new, fully fledged Bloodborne movie. That's right, absolutely incredible. However, before you get too excited, if you look a little closer, you'll notice one name that was attached to this project. That's right, JACKSEPTICEYE. Now, you might think, what's wrong with that, right? JACKSEPTICEYE is a big fan of Bloodborne. If you look at his videos, he has a Bloodborne tattoo, he has figurines of Aileen and some various characters, so he's obviously gonna make a story true to the original, right? Well, if you've been following the internet in the last few years, then... ooh. Yikes. Now, we do not yet know what JACKSEPTICEYE's role in this movie is, but going off of another recent YouTuber video game adaptation, Iron Lung, a movie by, of course, Markiplier, we can expect the JACKSEPTICEYE to have a very involved role in the movie. And this is a problem. You see, FromSoft has always made very traditionally masculine games. The Souls series, or the Soulsborne games, with Born of course coming straight from Bloodborne, has always been about killing monsters to save the world, to save a damsel in distress. Like, remember Elden Ring? At the beginning of that game, Melina, the main, sort of, love interest in the game, is lost and scared until you arrive and promise to take her to the Erde and let her take her place alongside you as a maiden, which is the Elden Ring version of a queen. Now, keep in mind, I didn't beat Bloodborne yet, I am just very busy right now, but I did get all the way to the Bloodstarved Beast, so I do understand what the game is about. Basically, monsters, or beasts, have invaded the city of Yharnam, and now you, working with the Healing Church, have to fight back against the Scourge and save the city. Just like in Elden Ring, you have a maiden by your side, in this case, the doll, who levels you up and believes in you throughout the journey. As you can see, it's a simple, yet very effective storyline that tells the player exactly what to do and how to understand the game. But the thing is, I can see exactly how this type of story can be corrupted by the message. Like, knowing JACKSEPTICEYE's past, who is, again, going to be very involved with the production, we're probably getting a movie that we, longtime fans of the franchise, are not going to recognize at all. For example, imagine if they make it so that the reason the doll is called the doll is that she was created by Gehrman as a sex doll because the original person hated him. That would destroy one of the most important and lovable characters in the game just so that they can put their own spin, their own twist on the story. And what's next? Oh, the monsters aren't actually invading Yharnam, they were here first and the Healing Church just provoked them. Actually, let's expand on that. Imagine if the Healing Church, which are literally called the Healing Church, are depicted as religious fanatics that are abusing the blood to service the powerful. How does that improve the story? In fact, again, I didn't get to this part yet, but I heard that apparently the Healing Church locked away two of these monsters, Rom and the Brietas, to study them and find a way to finish off the beasts once and for all. In this movie, that's probably going to be represented as some horrific act of evil, when in the original they were forced to do it because the beasts had gotten too powerful. And of course, you know they're going to find some way to tie this back to female oppression. Something about how a Brietas is actually a metaphor for men taking advantage of women and treating them as nothing but objects to be used to make babies. And I can predict all of that because these people are like a hive mind. They steal properties from genuinely incredible creatives and twist them into something they were never meant to be. We've seen this before with Silksong and with Iron Lung, and I just pray to God that there is someone on set who will be willing to tell Jack, no, you can't put all this gay shit into the movie. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Comment down below. The script ends here. I couldn't be asked to write the fucking ending.